you for joining us with another Cog-Cast. Today I am here talking with Angelica, who is our housing manager. And Angelica, can you please share a little bit about yourself and your expertise with housing?
Sure. So I came to COG almost 2 years ago now.
Gosh.
Before COG, I was with the city of Yakima, and my time there was close to 14 years. It was a lot of years and of doing a lot of different things with federal funds through the HUD entitlement program. So I worked with housing the majority of the time, as well as CDBG funds. Also did a rehab program with that funding, as well as other type of public service activities, infrastructure activities, those type of things that are eligible. So yeah, my expertise comes from just working with HUD federal funds and managing those funds and making sure that we're meeting our performance plans and stuff like that.
You have used a lot of buzzwords, a lot of words that some people may not know what they are, but in government, we work with HUD, who is a federal agency that assists with funding for different types of housing projects.
So HUD actually has lots of different types of funding. From my experience, I worked with specific funds for housing and city services, like I mentioned, with the CDBG program, Community Development Block Grant Program is what it's called. Home is just home. But those HUD has just all kinds of different stuff. So if you want more information, I couldn't tell you all the awesome programs they have, but they have amazing programs and funding resources available for lots of cities and state programs.
Great. So all of that stuff we take care of as the local government as far as a different type of funding. So people really don't need to worry about if that funding is federal or state. That's something we handle. We just are offering these different services to people.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So what housing services does YVCOG offer? And what have we offered in the past?
So with YVCOG, currently we are offering 2 programs. One is our Healthy Homes program, which assists individuals that qualify throughout the county with emergency type of health and hazard repairs, such as major electrical items, ADA modifications, stuff that might be hazardous to their health, like water quality or major plumbing issues, those type of things. Our other program is emergency rehabilitation program that assists senior and or disabled individuals with emergency repairs. Those repairs can be plumbing, they can be heater AC depending on the time of year. It could be major plumbing issues. It can also be ADA accessibility, roofing if there's a leaky roof. Those type of repairs are for the emergency. So those are the 2 we have. I've been here at YVCOG for 2 years. Prior to me, I believe YVCOG had another type of home rehabilitation many, many years ago, but maybe you can shed a little bit of light on that.
Yeah, so that actually was a rehab program also where we were able to work with individuals, but that specific funding was not necessarily a grant. That funding people had to pay back if they were ever going to sell their home. This funding is for seniors, disabled. Can you share a little bit about the eligibility for these types of services that we're offering?
So the way we set up both programs, the individuals have to be 60% or below of the federal median income guidelines, and those guidelines are established by HUD every year, so they change. Most of the HUD-funded programs, though, you have to be below 80%, but because we wanted to target a specific group, we went 60 and below, and those type of eligibility, it's really basic. A lot of them who are senior and disabled already have there's yearly statement that they're getting Social Security or if it's a pension. So it's really basic information that they're able to provide us that what they're getting yearly. And we do have to verify it's a federal program, so we have to have the information. But it's really basic information, and we walk them all the way through the process. So we're there as long as we can to hold their hand and make sure that we have all our ducks in a row.
Okay. Can anybody who is a senior or disabled apply for this, or do they have to be homeowners?
So the program is it's for homeowners. So what we're doing is assisting those who are homeowners and meet the minimum qualifications. And of course, they have to also meet the eligibility as far as a type of repair. We're not doing maintenance type of repair, so it has to meet, health and housing or emergency rehabilitation.
So can you share a type of repair or assistance that you provided specific so that people have an understanding of something that would be eligible?
Yeah, one of our first repairs that came to us was an individual in the Lower Valley who was actually couch surfing because she couldn't live in her home because the Pacific Power had turned off her power because of the fact that her electrical box was too dangerous. And so they pretty much shut it off and said, you cannot be here if you had power here, your home could burn, and so not safe. So she had been couch surfing, heard about our program, reached out, and this individual was, like I said, couch surfing, but she wasn't able to live in her home. But along with that, she had lots of medical issues that required her to be able to have, electricity, not just for the equipment that she used at home, but also to have her medications in a refrigerator, all that stuff that just meant so much of our health and safety, what we're trying to assist individuals with. So for her, we got to upgrade her electrical panel, all safe. She was able to move back home, be in the comfort of her home, not couch surfing, living comfortably. So that was one of my our first project, and it was amazing, and we were happy that we were able to help her and let her just be in the comfort of her home. It's awesome.
That is awesome. And so we're not actually paying for someone's utility bills. This person was not allowed to live in her home because the power box was not safe, did not meet code.
That is correct.
Okay. What type of information do the homeowners have to provide to you when they are requesting services?
So when they're requesting services, we normally just do an intake over the phone to make sure they're going to be eligible. We don't want to tell them, hey, we need all this information. They do it, and then we're just like, you know what, it's not eligible, etc. So what we try to do is do a little nice intake. So we check those little boxes, and then we go more in depth. But it's really basic information that they would have. So their ID, social security card, their type of benefits that they're receiving for the year, and just an application that, they're marking all those check boxes as far as their address, their name, all that good information. And it's mainly, it's a program requirement, so we have to have it. But again, we help them all the way through. If they're missing something, we give them the resources or the help to try to get that information to us so that we're able to help them become eligible.
So do they also, once you've determined that they could be eligible, you ask them to bring in documentation to support what they shared with you over the phone as far as maybe their income, tax returns, things like that?
Yeah, so a lot of these individuals, they don't work, so we don't have to normally get a tax returns, but some of them still do, or some of them get a pension and they still file taxes. But yeah, it's really basic information that they would normally have on hand. They can bring it in, or we gladly go out there and we're able to have the capability to scan all the information, because some of these people can't leave their home. Some of these people just don't have rights to get to our office, so we're able to go in and like I said, help them through the whole process and get all the information from them.
Nice. What type of home repairs have been completed? You shared the power box, but what else has this program done for people in our communities?
So a couple of other repairs we've done is we've done some ramps. So the ramps have been pretty amazing for those individuals who are not able to get in and out of their home. One of them, she hadn't been out of her home for years. So it was amazing to be able to put in a ramp and, be out and about. And I think now she's always never home. So it's awesome. But we've done ramps. We've done, we had a sewer line that was really backed up on one of the individuals. And so we're able to do that. We're doing some roofing projects as well as HVAC projects for those individuals who don't have heat or don't have AC. We recently completed a project here in the county for an individual who had COPD, and they were using a pellet stove. So with all those chemicals and carbons, and it was just not healthy for them. And it was amazing to be able to go in and get them some good heat source and it be cost effective for them and energy wise. So it was amazing. So yeah, we're doing those type of repairs.
That is great stuff. And especially with someone with a health concern, I would love a pellet stove in my home. This person could not have one because of a health concern. So that is great that we look at the whole issue with a person and make that decision based on their individual needs.
Yeah, when we go in to do these repairs, we also want to be cognizant of efficiency for these individuals. We don't want to give them more of a cost. So anytime we're doing a type of HVAC or AC or anything like that, we want it to benefit them. So they're in the long run, it's not costing them more. A lot of these people were like, oh, I don't want an electrical bill, or I don't want this added bill. So it's nice to be able to show them like, hey, we're going to be able to set you up with a great system that's going to work for you, and it's going to benefit you and your home. You're also bringing more value to the home as well. So it's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. So what types of agencies have referred clients to us?
So actually quite a bit of them, I should say. So we have the local hospitals that are referred. So a lot of clients who need ramps or need some type of accessibility to be able to go home. So the hospitals are referred to us. Department of Social and Health Services has referred to us. Yakima Area Agency on Aging has referred to us. We've had a couple of vocational counselors that work with rehab also referred to us. We've had also People for People, City of Yakima referred our way. And I'm probably missing a couple. Farm Workers Clinic, OIC of Washington. So yeah, we've been trying to spread what we're doing with all partner agencies. We're not always able to help everybody, but we try, if we're not able to help them, we try to get them to the right service that they're looking for. So yeah.
That's great. So there are some other agencies out there that provide other services that maybe we could assist somebody to be able to connected with them also.
And we try our best to, if we can't help you, we're going to try to get you down the pathway that you need to try to get the right assistance. So yeah.
That's great. What is the average cost of a repair for someone? Do we have an average?
So right now, with what services we've already done, we're having an average of about $6,000 to $7,000, and that's just an average overall. Some of these repairs can be $2,000, $3,000, where others might be $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. It just depends the type of repair. When you just put them all together and do an average, it kind of brings it down a little bit. But yeah, about $7,000.
And do they have to pay this money back to us?
It's an entirely a grant. They never have to pay anything back. This is, if you really think about it, it's their tax dollars, hard working all those years, and we're able to get back to them in a different way.
That's great. What a great way to share some of the needs that people have with money that they've already paid in taxes, being able to come back to them.
Yeah.
Can people contact us directly, or do they have to go through another agency?
So people can definitely contact us directly. We are able to take the phone call, take an email, even a text sometimes, with our phone system that we have here set up at YVCOG. Our website also has information and contact information. So yeah, they can contact us pretty much every which way that we have out there available. So yeah, directly.
That's great. Thank you. What a great program you have, and what a great service that you offer to the community.
Oh, thank you guys for having these services here too.
Yeah, it's great.
Lucky we are.
So I would encourage you to get onto YVCOG's website, www.yvcog.us. You also can continue to follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like so that you'll be notified the next time we have another Cog-Cast. Thank you and have a wonderful day.